Welcome to the next lecture, guys. The time has come for us to start building the actual website. But before we do that, we need to find ourselves a proper code editor. Now, without further ado, let's get into that. Open up our browser here. The first code editor that I'd like to share with you today is called Atom. This one is relatively new code editor made by GitHub. Actually, it is a modern yet approachable code editor that fits the needs of any developer. So that is why Atom is on our list today. Next up, Notepad++. Now this is a free code editor that is a replacement for the old Notepad that we have installed in our Windows by default. Now this one is the most popular among the free code editors, and this is for a reason. It's good if you edit small files, but I would not recommend using it in a big project because it gets a little bit messy. Overall, a good option for a free code editor. Next up, Sublime Text. Now this one is the best from the design point of view. It also has a good functionalities and is the most popular, and it's a sophisticated text editor. Now you have some cool features here like multiple text selection or code snippets. Sublime Text is overall good choice. You will not make any mistakes if you choose this code editor. Last but not least, my favorite one of all on the list. It's called Brackets. This one is relatively new, just as the Atom code editor, and this one is made by Adobe. Now, this caught my eye for two reasons. Number one, it is really lightweight and simple to use, straight to the point. Number two is that it offers some pretty neat features. It has an extension manager. It has a live preview that lets you view the website live as you're making changes. It has an extract option. That means you can extract everything from Photoshop directly to this code editor. We can see that here in the preview. So we are gonna be using Brackets for our project. Now, if you don't have it installed already, download it from here. Once you're finished downloading it, install it, and then you are ready to go. Now, I've already have this code editor installed on my machine, so let's start it up. Alright, so this is the welcome page of our code editor. As you can see, it's pretty lightweight and it's pretty simple and self-explanatory. Now, let's create a new file just to see if it works, as I like to share with you a cool feature that this code editor has. So File, New, Untitled1. Let's save this just for testing purposes on our desktop, index.html. Now, on the right hand side here, we see this icon called Extension Manager. Now, this text editor offers unlimited extensions for your experience. One of those extensions is called Emmet. Now, I have this installed, as you can see here, but once you start Brackets for the first time and search for Emmet, you will have an install button right here. You click that and it will be installed in no time. Once you've installed Emmet, you can close this window and continue. Now you can see here the Emmet is installed. Now what is this? Emmet has a plenty of features, but I will not get too deep inside of Emmet since it's a lot of explaining to do. So we're going to use the basic one and really useful one. Now Emmet is meant to speed up our coding experience. Now let's say that I want to create a div class of row which has a div class of column and a paragraph. So we do that like this: div dot row arrow div dot call sm4 p class of test. Now if we press on tab you can see what happens. We've got the whole markup here actually showing up. Imagine if you get a hold onto this, how much time you would save coding. Now this is an awesome feature, you agree, right? We're going to use this excessively as we're trying to save time while coding efficiently. That's all for this lecture. Because we are ready with our code editor, now we can continue to actually setting up our project environment. See you in the next one.